Yes. Hello, everyone. Yeah, welcome to our live stream today, and yeah, we're happy to have you guys here. And yeah, today is gonna be another fun episode, and yeah, it's just me and Ali. And yeah, you might probably notice that we didn't do the timer or the countdown. Yeah, partly I forgot, and another reason was because we wanted to do something very straightforward. So,
Mhm.
so let me just go ahead and introduce myself. I'm Tobiloba. I'm a front-end engineer, and yeah, I and Ali have been doing this awesome live stream for some time now. And yeah, this makes the 12th or 13th episode. I think it's 12th. Yeah, 12th or 13th, the 12th episode
No,
of our live
13th.
stream. Oh,
It's
13th episode
it's
of our live
13th.
stream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
13th episode of our live stream. And yeah, we like to do this natural thing where we're free with each other and kind of discuss stuff and laugh in the live stream. So yeah, it's cool. And yeah, today we'll be using Tailwind. We used Tailwind the last two episodes and we're using Tailwind today again. And yeah, that's enough about me. You
Mhm.
can go ahead, Ali.
Okay, so hello everyone. So hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing great. So happy weekends. So let me introduce myself as well because Toby did. So my name is Ali. So it's been 2 years that I'm coding. So currently I'm a front-end developer, working with Next.js, Tailwind CSS, and Framer Motion. So as Toby said, this is our 13th live stream that you're making designs with several technologies. So for today's live stream, you're going to make a beautiful card effect, no card with Tailwind CSS, so that we can also use the dark and the light mode. Like you're going to learn about dark, like how to use dark mode, how to use light mode in Tailwind CSS. So without talking more, so Toby, if you give me the permission to share my screen.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Okay. So the first part of this live stream is going to be the showcase, like what to show you, what kind of design we are going to make. So this is the design that we are going to approach by the end of this live stream. So first, this is a card. Like we are having a div, a container, and we are having an image, heading, like h1, a paragraph, and a button. So we are going to make it by Tailwind CSS, and also we are going to use this image as a background, and also we are going to add two buttons for dark mode and light mode, and also yeah. So this is the design that we are going to make. So you might ask like how we are going to make this kind of design, this kind of card. So first we are going to make a container. So in that container it contains an image, h1, a paragraph, and a button, and that's it. And the rest is related to Tailwind CSS.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Toby, are you ready? Like
Yeah, I
to do
am.
the
I
coding?
am.
Okay.
I am. I may have
So
missed the countdown, but I'm ready for this.
okay, let's do it. So so this is the design, like this is the folders. Like we have already set up the Tailwind CSS. So you might not know how to set it up. So no problem. We did like how to set up a Tailwind CSS in our last live stream. So you can check that. So for that, we
Yeah.
are going to open this index.html with live server. So we have to wait.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so we are getting an empty page. So we are having a dist folder, which inside of that dist, we are having output.css, which contain all our utility classes, which is coming from Tailwind CSS. And we are having node modules, and we are
Yeah,
having
yeah, yeah.
src, which contains index.html and input.css.
Yeah.
And and also Tailwind CSS, like tailwind.config.js. So I think we are ready to work with, like we are ready to coding, like to code
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So first thing we need to do is to set this image as the background. So what we
Mm-hmm.
can do is come on the body, and let's use class. Let's give it a width of full, like it means the
Mm-hmm.
width is 100%. And let's give it a
Yeah, yeah,
height of the screen, which is 100
yeah.
VH. So let's give it
Mm-hmm.
a red color to visualize it a bit more. Like I have to, oh, one more thing, like I have to run it. Like
Run,
in the
yeah, of course.
terminal, I have to say npm run
Yeah,
build. We have to wait. Okay. So right now we are getting the
perfect.
background as a red color,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't need the red color.
Mm-hmm.
What we need is the image. Like we can go to the tailwind.config. So in the extend, I'm
.js.
going to say, I'm going to target the background image. And in that, I'm going to give it a class name, which is going to be body. But you can add anything. You can name it anything you want. So I'm going to use URL. So I'm going to use this URL, which is the image itself. So I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
paste it inside of the URL. So we have this image. So we can go back to the body. We can remove the red color. We don't need it. Indeed, we need the body itself.
Mm-hmm.
So we see we are getting the image, but the image is scratching. So we need the image, the PG to be center, which means the background size, no, background position must be center. And also I want to add the background uh, size, which is going to be
Mm-hmm.
PG cover.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And we see we are getting the perfect image for the as
Size.
a
Yeah,
background. Yeah.
yeah,
So Toby, you can continue.
yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Let me carry on from here. So Ali has done like the setup and like giving us the background image with the body, on the body and everything. So I can just continue from here by adding a couple more stuff. So I'm going to come here, start by adding the H1, which is our H1 we see out there. If you go back to the preview, yeah, we see beautiful card, the Tailwind CSS. So I just add my H1 there, done. So I'll do like beautiful card. Sorry. Oh, yeah, so thank you. Beautiful card with, is it capital letter? Yeah, I think it is. With, so I can do like a span because you can see that has a different color. I can do a span, yeah. It's card with, so I'll put like Tailwind CSS here. So that's done. So I can just like change the width and height, I mean the color of these guys. So since each one is a parent, I can do like a class here. I can like text center, that's text align center, text center, right? I can change the color, the font, text sorry, text to white or FFF or whatever, it still works. Did the color change?
Yeah, the color is white.
I can do FFF too.
Oh, you can use that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so then I will change the color of the. Let me start by like changing the font size. Let's start by changing the font size. Or we can do a font size on the body. We can do like font of like how many, maybe like four or two. Would I even change the font size? Text, sorry,
Uh,
text. I like text. Text
yeah,
of like
thanks.
Excel.
Yeah, it's changing.
Did you change?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. So then
The
I can do a font of both. Even I don't think this is cool. Let me put this here because it's only applying to this guy.
yeah.
Or should I put it in the body to apply to everybody?
No, it's better. I think to use the text size and the font width inside, like in the H1. Yeah.
One, yeah. So let me
Yeah.
put this here. So what do we have now? Uh,
S- So we are having this beautiful card with Tailwind CSS, which the text is Excel and the font width is semi-bold.
let me make the text bigger. 2XL.
Now,
Not good
what if
enough.
we
Let's
make
make
it
it bigger.
four Excel? Yeah, four
For
Excel.
Excel, yeah. Yeah, okay, this is perfect. So let me do margin
It's
top
good.
and margin bottom
Hmm.
to bring it down. So margin top, I can do like margin top of. So I like to write my own CSS. So uh, like for margin bottom of like maybe like two. I'm just making the sizes up in my head. So let's try to see if it will testing.
What if we, instead of margin we use padding?
Oh, padding is good too. Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
padding bottom, padding top.
Okay.
So then here now I can change the color of this guy. If I can get the color code of that, what's the color code, Ali? Let me
It
write
is
it.
text sky, like text. You can
Oh,
type
sky.
sky and give it a value, something like 400, 500. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
All right.
that's good.
I feel like it should be pushed down further. Maybe the margin top should be increased or something.
Yeah.
Padding top.
Padding top. Yeah.
Maybe like
Increase it.
eight. Let's see eight.
Something like 12.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. That's good.
Okay. So from
Yeah.
here, let me add something else too. So let's start by adding the div of the card. So the
Hmm.
card is a div. Uh, sorry. I'll add the div of the card. Then inside the card, I know there is an image. I have an image. I have an H1. I have an a heading. I have a paragraph. Then I have a button. So since I've done an H1 up there already, maybe an H2 might be better just for semantic reasons. And
Hmm.
yeah, so I can put my image here now. So this is my image tag. I'm just going to copy this guy down here and put it here. But I need to edit it to match to be image instead of uh, I'll just put this guy here, open this tag here, make this SRC, put a quote, then an alt of that's what the image looks like first. And I'll decide on the alt because we need an alt.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like so it's just a Tailwind version 3.0. So I can come here and do Tailwind, Tailwind, sorry, capital letter T, Tailwind CSS 3.0 banner. So that's my alt tag. Then I can also add like my padding, my H1 which contain, if I can see the design, what does the H1 contain?
Tailwind CSS.
Tailwind CSS. So Tailwind CSS, after that. Then I have my P tag. So my P tag
So
contains
like,
some text. Yeah, you can give me the text here.
so okay, I will copy and paste it here. That's
Okay, perfect. Then I'll add my button. I'll add my button too. My button should be down here. My button should contain um learn more, right? So I'm just going to add
yeah. Learn now. Yeah.
learn now. So learn now is down here now. So yeah, the button for the light and dark theme, I think should it be up or down? What do you think?
Like,
Outside.
yeah, yeah. Outside of the it must be outside of the cart.
Okay, so maybe
Yeah.
down or up, right? It could be. Should it be
Yeah.
down?
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah. We can do it down. Yeah.
The button. So I'm just going to make this guy. So it's going to switch between either light or dark, but change theme is better, right? Change theme, or else we have to
Yeah.
use like
Change
a
theme.
static, or else we have to use like a
Or
dynamic icon.
mhm.
Oh,
or we
or
can add.
what?
mm, or we can also add two buttons. Like we can also add two buttons, one for light and one for dark.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Maybe this one light. I can put them in a div maybe. So a div. What's going on? I'll copy this too. One for light and the other for dark. Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Uh, Control C, Control V. So I have light, dark. So this is So I've set up the
Mhm.
markup now. I've set up the markup for what you want to do. So we can just style. Let me style some bits, then I'll pass back to Ali. So if you go back to the image, to the div, yeah, if you go back to that style, we can see that there's like a bit of padding all around of the card. So I can add the padding here. So let me go ahead and do like class here. So class, let me put like padding all around of maybe 4 2. I think 2 might be nice. Let's go back.
We are getting some padding. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So let me now, yeah, let me give it a width of uh, what do you think, Ali? How much width should
Uh,
I? Sorry.
like 96.
Okay. Why is this doing this? Okay, so 96 maybe. That's like the maximum width of like on the. So 96. The image disappeared. Okay, what's going on? What is going on? Okay, okay. This.
Yeah, we are getting 96.
Yeah. So then I can do margin X of auto. That's margin around the X axis. So it centralize it for me.
It's going to center it.
Yeah, yeah. So margin X of auto, I can do like padding, margin top maybe. I did the margin bottom here. It should be pushing this guy down. Let me increase the
Yeah,
margin bottom.
yeah, margin top.
Or margin top. Or I
Yeah.
can increase the padding bottom of this guy soon.
Yeah, we can also do that. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, so let's come back here. Let me give this guy a background color. So BG gray, is this sky or
This
gray?
no, it's not a gray. It's a slate, like SLATE.
Like
It
so I
is
can be like
500. Yeah,
500, 500. Okay,
yeah,
good.
and it has 50, like 0.5 opacity, like
Oh,
the background.
500. Okay, okay.
Yeah, 50.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then for this, I can then I think the padding should be much, or let me make the image rounded first. Let me make the image curved along the edge. Let's give it a border radius. So like rounded MD or something. That's what it looks like now. Just curve it along the edges. I feel like the padding
Yeah,
should be increased. The
yeah, the
padding of
padding
this
should be
part should be
increased. Yeah,
let's try 4.
yeah. Right now it's looking
Yeah.
good.
Okay, awesome. So you can continue from here, Ali.
Okay, so Toby did the image, like add the image, add the H1, added the paragraph, and add the button, and also did some styling. So my job is to like give it more utility classes to make it more beautiful. So for making our work easy, like I need all the text to be light, no, to be white. I don't want the text to be black.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's two ways. One way is to do it manually, like go to the H1, give it a class of text white, go to the paragraph and give it a class of text white. So instead of doing it manually, I can give the text white in the body tag so that all the text
Yeah.
is going to take a white color. So I would say text white. See, we are getting the white text. So that's good.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
So Toby added border radius for the image. We also need to add border radius for the card itself. So we can say rounded MD. So you are getting some. Let's increase it, like not MD but LG.
Yeah, that's
We are
better. That's better.
LG. Okay, that's better. So for the H1, we can say, so let's, if we see the design, we are getting text white, and it's like let's increase the size, the font size. It is Excel,
Mm-hmm.
a
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
more to Excel, and let's give it a font weight of bold, and not bold, medium.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. So if you
Mm-hmm.
see, like we are having margin top and bottom, so we can give it a
Mm-hmm.
margin Y, which represents MT, like margin top and bottom. So we say
Nice and
MY,
bottom, yeah.
which is
Mm-hmm.
4, but that's a lot. So let's give it 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's
No,
let's
that's
see,
it's all right.
let's let's give it 3.
Okay, okay.
That's much that's much better. So we are done with
Yeah,
each
yeah.
one. So we can work with the paragraph. You see, the text is white. We just added some opacity on the paragraph. So we can
Mm-hmm.
add the opacity 800. You see, we are getting the options, so it's really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so it's we are getting some you're adding some opacity on the paragraph. So you see,
Mm-hmm.
the Tailwind CSS margin top is good, but I need the margin bottom to be less. Like I'm going to say margin top to be 3 and margin
Mm-hmm.
bottom to be 2. And yeah, that's good. So I'm
Yeah,
done
yeah.
with the paragraph. So let's work on the button. So I'm going to uh, let's see here. You see, we are getting a border, so I'm going to add border,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which is going to border 2.
Two. That's
I'm
border
going
thickness.
to,
Border
yeah,
width.
I'm going to give it a color of something like border slate, refresh it, okay. So I'm going to add some padding X4, padding Y, which is padding top
Mm-hmm.
and bottom, 2,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a lot. Let's say PX to be 3, and yeah, so let's give it a border radius, rounded MD. And also let's add a margin top, which is going to be 4. And yeah, that's good. So Toby, you can continue. You can add the hover effect.
This is perfect. Great job, Ali. Also, you should probably check your battery or something. Okay, I'll charge it now.
My battery?
Yeah, your laptop's battery. Are you charging? Okay, I
No,
think you're
it
charging now.
says no, no.
We are not. It's all right. Yeah. Let me go ahead. Am I audible? Am I audible, Ali? Can you hear me? I think you can.
Yeah,
Go
yeah, I
ahead.
can hear you. You can continue.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me add the over effect for the card. So when I over the card, I want a slight movement. So I can come here to add the over. So on over, I want um the movement, the card to go up a bit. So I can do like minus translate. I think it's translate, right?
Yeah, it translates.
Minus translate too because I want it to go up in the opposite direction. But I do like Y, not on both axes. But I also want when I over, I want the background color to change, the slate to change to just maybe 500 or something. So let's see what do we have now.
Okay,
But
that's
I
too
want it to
bright.
have like yeah maybe like 400
No, we can add the 800 and give it an opacity. 800.
opacity yeah
Yeah,
maybe
800. 800. Yeah.
but okay opacity of 800.
Oh,
Okay, opacity
the
of
color
50.
of, yeah, 50. Like you see, like the BG, the current color, like if you see here,
Oh,
BG
okay, okay, okay.
slate 800, the opacity is 50. So let's say 80, the opacity.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Opacity 80. And then let me give a duration before we test it out. The duration is for
Yeah,
like the animation delay or something. The animation duration. So I can do like two here. Let's see duration two.
like
Let's see what it
200.
looks like.
Yeah, 200 we
Yeah,
can say.
200. 200. Let's see what it looks like now.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it.
Yeah, that is awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
So now that we've written the styles to be this way, we now need to activate light and dark mode because we need to
Yeah,
write
there's one thing that that we must do, and that is to add hover effect for the button. You can do that.
yeah. Let me do that. Let me do
Yeah.
that. So let me just come here and do like an over. Do we want movement for this? I think we needed to translate to a bit. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Where is okay? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
over.
Hover.
Translate. Maybe like minus translate as well. Translate up a bit on the y-axis of 2. And I also want to change the background. I also want to add I want to add a background
Mm-hmm.
color on over. So I'll do like
Yeah.
BG slate 400. All right,
Okay,
let's see. What
let's
does it look
check
like
it.
now? Oh, I need to
Oh,
change the text color.
yeah,
Right?
text color. Yeah, text color.
BG, BG text. What could I change it to slate as well? Maybe
So yeah,
bolder.
slate 800. Yeah, 800.
Okay, that's good. See it now.
Let's give it a duration. Yeah.
Duration, yeah, to slow it down, of course. Uh, to make it a bit draggy or something. So duration, let's try 200. 200, yeah, worked before. It should work now. So let's see what it looks like now.
Mm-hmm. We are getting this effect.
Is this good, or should we
Yeah,
make it?
like it's not the design that we are that it is in this design. Like it is the border, the background is darker, and the text is white.
Mm-hmm.
But the design
Oh,
is looking great.
yeah, sure, sure. Or we can make it like the exact same one. It doesn't matter. Or what do you think? Should we make it the same as that one?
No, we can stay with this one, with the new design.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Awesome.
Okay.
So yeah, you can go ahead and like try it like the dark and light mode stuff.
Okay. So the fun part of this live stream to learn like how to implement the dark and the light mode for this small website. So the only thing
Yeah.
that you need to do is go to the tailwind.config.js.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to remove this one. So all you need to do is after content, you need to write dark mode, and you will get two
Mm-hmm.
options, which are class and media. So we are going to use
Yeah.
the class option, and that's it. So what it actually going to do is when the HTML contain class dark, then it's going to make the website to be dark mode. That's all it's going
Oh,
to
okay.
do. Like in
Mm-hmm.
JavaScript, we only need to do like whenever we hit, like we click the light button, it's going to remove the class dark from the HTML element. Whenever we click the dark mode, it's going to add the class dark. So that's all
Mm-hmm.
what Tailwind CSS is going to do for us. So we can remove
Yeah.
this one, and we can add this class by using the JavaScript. So we can
Yeah.
come here and let's give them a simple like design like PG Slate this one, and
300.
let's
Mm-hmm.
text Slate 800, and let's give it them a padding
Mm-hmm.
P2, and let's give them a
Mm-hmm.
rounded border radius, and
Yeah.
let's use these utility classes also for a dark button.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so right now what we need to do is to use the JavaScript to add the dark and light mode. So
Yeah.
all we need to do is target this button and say on click. So whenever we click this one, I want to
Okay.
console.log, like console.log, something like it is working. No, something like
Working.
light,
Yeah.
light. So if
Right.
you open the
Okay.
div tools,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so whenever I click this light button, it's going to console.log like light for me.
Right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right. That means it is working fine. So what I need to do
Mm-hmm.
is whenever I click this one, I need to
Mm-hmm.
remove the class dark from the HTML. So I would say
Yeah.
document. I'm going to target document document element, which
Mm-hmm.
represent the HTML
Mm-hmm.
element, the root element. So I would say
Yeah.
class list dot remove
Mm-hmm.
dark
Okay.
dark. But for like whenever I click this button, dark button, I want to add it.
The
Like I don't
dark.
want to remove it. I want to add it. Dark, yeah, sorry.
You want
So
to
right
add
now,
it. Yeah.
if we open the div tools, so if we see the elements, just see the HTML. So whenever I click the light, no, the dark, it's going to add the class dark. So whenever I click the light, it's going to remove it. You see?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
working fine.
Perfect. Yep.
Okay,
But we can
so you
actually
might.
make this fun by adding some light.
Mhm.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so I wanted to say like whenever, so you might ask like I'm clicking this dark mode, so why it's not changing to light? So right now it's dark, so why it's not changing to light? So
Yes.
Toby, you
Yeah.
can continue from that, from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how to
Okay.
add the
Perfect. So I can add
light.
some light. So let me add some light mode style, some dark mode styles, and like um light mode styles. So we
Yeah.
add like dark mode specific styles and light mode specific styles. So let me do that from here. Let's start from let's start from the top here. So in light mode, we probably won't we might keep the background. We should keep the background color, right? I mean, we can't change that. We shouldn't change
But
that. But I can change the
we
card
can change it.
instead.
Yeah, we can change it. Yeah.
We can
No,
we can change the
no.
what the background.
Like I'm going to do the background. You can change the card. Yeah, you can change the card.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me change the card. So like what I would want the card to have is I would want it to have all these normal styles, but then when I now get um to the light mode, I would want to have like different styles. So normally the card should have a BG or maybe hash FFF, something simple like this, and it should have a BG of it should have a text of maybe black or like let me use that opacity stuff. Text black opacity opacity of what? Where's the opacity? You use this somewhere. I'm looking for opacity of 18. So I can like opacity of 18. Opacity 18. But now to apply the dark mode styles, I'll just do like this dark selector in front. So dark on over. Yeah, so can we combine dark with over like in Tailwind? Can we do
Uh,
this? Probably not.
yeah, we can try it. Yeah, we can try it.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. So dark this. But normally I want the text as well. Text is black, so but on dark mode I want the text to be white, right? So we
Yeah.
can actually do that from here. Where are we changing the text color? Where are we changing the text color? We're changing text color from the body, right? Yeah, so let me go
Yeah.
to the body. So the body normally the text should be dark, should be white and black rather. But on um but on dark mode the text should be white. So let's try this out and see what's happening. We're in
So
light
in
mode
the
now. So let's go to dark mode.
yeah. So it's a light mode. So in the dark mode, we need to text must be white. In the dark mode.
It's not changing.
No,
It
it's
should
not
be
changing.
changing.
I
Text is white.
think you use the text black inside the card.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Let me take
right
that
now
off.
it's working
I
fine.
mean,
Right now it's working fine.
oh, okay, okay, okay. So this is dark lights, dark lights, dark lights.
Yeah, so
So
it's
what else
looking
can we add?
amazing.
What else
Yeah.
can we add to this?
So the most important
The
thing
button
is
looks
to
good.
change the background. Yeah, the button is. We can also change it
Yeah.
later, but
Uh,
so what we can do right now is change the background because we need
okay.
white background. So what we can do,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
the PG, like the one that I use, PG body must be in the dark mode. You see, we are not getting any background image. But when we
Yeah.
go to the dark mode, we see the image. So I
Mm-hmm.
will need an image for the white. So I'm going to say Tailwind background image. So I'm looking for the
Yeah.
white background.
Mm-hmm.
I will take this one, which is white. Uh, yeah, I'm going to take this one, copy image, and come on the tailwind.config.js. So I will say body, which is this one is going to be dark.
Dark. Yeah.
Yeah, dark. But the second one, body.light, which is URL. I'm going to paste the URL, the image.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go and we need to change the body because we
Mm-hmm.
rename. So it is going to be
Yeah.
dark. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever we're in the
Mm-hmm.
dark mode, you're going to get the BG
Yeah.
body dark. But when you are in the light, you're going to get the BG body light. If
Light.
we
Yeah.
go here, let's refresh it.
Uh,
You see? Yeah, we
okay.
are getting
Yeah.
it.
Oh, the
Like, let's
text.
go to the.
Each one.
Yeah, so we can change it to the dark, like text black. You see? We are using the text F, so we need to remove it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's looking good. So what do you think, Toby?
I think it's nice. I think it's nice, but the light mode might be a bit too light, but it's kind of good. Kind of good. The background image
Yeah,
of the light mode might be a bit too bright, but it achieves the purpose of light and dark mode. And if you're working
yeah,
on your project, you can fine tune it to make it better. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like the purpose of this
Yeah,
live
it looks
stream to
nice.
teach you how to work with the light and dark mode, and to make it more beautiful. Like you can add so
Yeah.
many things to it. Like the main topic of
Yeah,
this live
exactly.
stream
Exactly.
was about light mode and dark mode. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And we achieved that, which is amazing. This is crazy.
yeah. And also to make it more
This is awesome.
beautiful, like you
It is.
see around the card, we are not having a shadow, because if we add shadow, it
Oh,
will
okay.
look more beautiful. Like if we come here
Yeah, yeah. You can.
and say shadow MD,
Mm-hmm.
even more XD,
Oh, okay.
that's good.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. That's very good. That's very good.
Mhm.
Oh, this is very good. Nice, 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 nice. I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. I like it.
Mhm.
This is good work. I like it.
Mhm. Okay,
So
so let's tell the main idea of this live stream. So to make the
mm-hmm,
dark and light mode, so what you need to
mm-hmm,
do is go to the tailwind.config.js and
mm-hmm,
add the dark mode, and you will get two options. So you need to
mm-hmm,
select the class option. So
mm-hmm,
and we told you the reason why, like how it's going to happen. Like in the JavaScript, we can implement like whenever we click a light button, it's going to remove the
mm-hmm,
dark, which is dark class from the HTML, and when we click the
mm-hmm,
dark, it's going to add it. So that's
mm-hmm.
all what Tailwind CSS is going to
Add it. Yeah.
do when working while working with light and dark. So the
Mm-hmm,
next approach is the next job that you need
mm-hmm,
to do is use this dark and two dots and add the styles that you want to
mm-hmm,
see it when it is in dark mode.
mm-hmm,
Like you must use it,
mm-hmm.
because if you don't use
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
like
yeah.
if you don't use it,
Mm-hmm,
you will get an error and it's saying that there is two colors. Then you must use dark mode. Like this text white is going to happen in the
yeah.
dark when it is dark mode, and
Mm-hmm,
text black is
mm-hmm.
going to happen when it is in light mode. So that's what this live
Yes,
stream
yeah.
was about. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much, pretty much. And we were able to achieve exactly what we wanted to achieve. I mean, look at it. We have dark mode, we have light mode, and we just have two buttons toggling the states. So dark, light, dark, light. Very nice. Nice work, in my opinion. Nice work.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So what do you think, Ali? What do you think?
I think it's looking good. Uh, like in the showcase that we did, like it's looking so similar to the design that we made previously. and we add the features
Mm-hmm.
of light and dark, which is amazing. Like using the background image, like the background when it's light and it is dark, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
working. That is working fine.
That's pretty much
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much everything.
it is, and yeah, pretty much everything. I mean, then we added like the coolest part was when we added like those two buttons, and one had to remove the dark mode and the other could add the dark mode. I mean, that was the coolest part for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just like
Yeah.
set it up in the Tailwind JS. So it's
Mm-hmm.
easier. I mean, Tailwind has these abilities to
Yeah.
do stuff like because like setting up dark mode is just about doing it from the root HTML, and Tailwind gives you flexibility to implement this like on the fly. In my opinion, this was a success, and we got to achieve what we needed to achieve.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So final thoughts for me. In my opinion, Tailwind is a good choice, like a good framework to bootstrap your
Yeah.
designs, and like it's a very good framework. Like when you're setting up the styles, getting them to work together and like align properly, because you can just target the elements directly and do everything you want to do with a very easy to use low level CSS feel. But you just have to know the styles to use, I guess. Just you can check their
Mm-hmm.
documentation, very nice and full-fledged documentation, and you can get it set up in
Exactly.
like seconds. Yeah, final thoughts, Ali. What do you think?
So my final thoughts is, man, everyone using Tailwind CSS. Then why don't you want to use it? Like Tailwind CSS is a CSS framework which makes our work very easy. Like if you want to use, like if you want to compare the vanilla CSS with Tailwind CSS, maybe I will make a design in 1 hour with Tailwind vanilla CSS. But if I want to use a Tailwind CSS, it will
Mm-hmm.
increase my speed, like increase
Mm-hmm.
my speed and decrease the time that I'm going to put on that design. Like 1 hour on vanilla
Yeah,
CSS, maybe it might
yeah,
take
yeah,
20 or 25 minutes by using the Tailwind CSS. So that's how fast the Tailwind CSS
yes,
is.
yeah.
And if you see on Twitter, like
Mm-hmm.
everyone is making AI websites, like I'm sure that they're using
Yeah,
Tailwind CSS in their project. Like if you like they're
exactly.
using Tailwind CSS, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
go ahead.
like they can like whip up the websites and like, I mean, they can like whip up the websites in like seconds and like, okay, this is what I built and this is how it looks and everything. But if they were using vanilla CSS, it might take them lines and lines of code. But we did this in like less than
Yeah.
a couple of like we just
Hmm.
add our HTML basically.
Yeah. Like if you want to
But we could
use
have
the
done the CSS resets though, like
yeah,
with the box
yeah.
sizing, border box.
Hmm.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so if you want to use the vanilla
Go
CSS,
ahead. Go ahead.
if you want to use the vanilla CSS,
Mm-hmm.
you need to give it a class name or give it an ID, and come and copy that ID or class name and paste it on a style sheet and add your styles. So it will take
Mm-hmm.
too much time, like writing
Yeah.
class name, copy, and paste it on a style
Mm-hmm.
sheet and give them some styles. So
Yeah.
it will take time, to be honest. But if you want
Yeah,
to
too
use
much
the
work.
Tailwind CSS,
Yeah, so,
you can
yeah, so much work.
instantly add utility
Hmm.
classes inside the
Hmm.
element. Like there's no need to add a
Yeah,
class
exactly.
name and copy the class name and paste it
Hmm.
on another style sheet and add your class styles.
Hmm.
You can add the styles instantly
Yeah, yeah,
inside the element. So that's what Tailwind CSS
yeah.
is offering for us.
And I mean, our live streams have been able to show much of that. I mean, in the live stream, we did something really awesome that we did like we used like how many minutes to like get it done. It was set up like I mean, right on the plan. I mean, in this live stream too, we also set up light mode, dark mode with Tailwind CSS, and we did it in less than 30 minutes or 20 minutes. But that was like cause we were still talking and explaining stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I mean, like it was very like easy and straightforward, and I really love
Hmm.
this one. Really, great job, in my opinion.
Yeah, great job.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so that, I think that is pretty much it for this live stream. What do you think? As
I think it was amazing, bro. What should I say right now? Like,
yeah,
Tailwind CSS is a life changer, bro.
uh,
Like, Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
No, 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 no. I was listening to you.
Like Tailwind CSS, like if like you can use Tailwind CSS everywhere, like in Next.js,
Yeah,
React.js.
yeah,
Like once I learned about Tailwind
yeah.
CSS and Next.js, like if I study that project, like I feel happy, like I feel so comfortable because I know that I have
Yeah,
the Next.js,
yeah,
I have the
yeah,
Tailwind CSS, so I
yeah.
can set them up and start working and start making the
Yeah,
website. So before
yeah,
making the
yeah, yeah.
website, like there is some feeling in our self that that feeling is some like is like comfortable. Like I don't
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we feel so
yeah.
comfortable.
It happens to me. Yeah, it happens
Hmm.
to me too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but later on you will get used to it, and you no longer getting that feeling. Yeah, because
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is your
exactly. Yeah,
habit.
it just takes
Like
time.
you
It
will,
just.
yeah, like you will get the habit of using the Next.js and Tailwind CSS. But if it is your first time using the Next.js or any other JavaScript frameworks library with Tailwind CSS, you will feel comfortable for the first time. Like you will think that
Yeah.
I'm going to make this design very fast in a less amount of time. So yeah, like I would recommend you to start learning Tailwind CSS. It's pretty much easier. Like you need to memorize it. Memorizing the utility class is not that hard. Don't take it too hard on yourself. Take it easy, and never give up, as everyone is saying.
Yeah, yeah, never give up. Half of the live stream we've just been advocating Tailwind CSS. We should probably become Tailwind
Yeah.
CSS advocates
Mhm.
right now.
Like as Toby said, like we did the design in 30 or 35 minutes, like while we are talking. Like if we didn't talk and if we put our whole focus on the design, it might take 10 or 15 minutes. So
Yeah,
you must
yeah,
know
yeah,
like how Tailwind
yeah. Honestly,
CSS is making our work easy.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
right.
it.
I agree with that. I agree
Yeah.
with that. And yeah, thank you very much, Ali, for yeah. Thank you for showing up for working with me again on another episode of this live stream. I think that's pretty
Yeah.
much all for me. And unless you have anything else to say.
No, I have nothing to say. But thank you very much.
Yeah, awesome. So I think
Yeah.
that's yeah, yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, I think that is all for today. And yeah, goodbye for me. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Ali.
Yeah, goodbye. Have a great day. Take care.
Yeah, bye, everyone.